Look at me being all sanitary. Oh, just stay tuned for the rest of this video. He didn't reply.
Hi, Soph. I'm so Helen.
I wore my hair like this in an Instagram post and I actually kind of like it, so. Guys, I'm actually kind of nervous to film this video. You will see why later on. I've got some interesting products to work with. Hello, hi, welcome back to my channel. So, I don't think anyone has done this video before. I'm pretty sure they haven't. I could be wrong. I know that people have done loads of videos in the past where they get YouTubers to pick their makeup. I've done a video in the past where I got beauty gurus to pick my makeup. But if I'm being honest, I don't watch that many beauty gurus, and I kind of much prefer the side of YouTube that is the non-beauty gurus. So today, I thought I would DM some of those people that I watch that don't do beauty and get them to pick my full face of makeup. It's kind of like two different worlds combining, and I'm quite excited. Should we just get into it? Oh God, I'm scared. There was quite a few people that I did message that I didn't get a response from, which I mean was to be expected. A lot of these people didn't follow me, so they're not gonna see my DMs and they're probably really busy. But the first person that I messaged was James Welsh. I've spoken a lot about Robert Welsh on this channel, but his brother James does skincare and doesn't really know that much about makeup, so I thought he would be the perfect person to pick my primer. Because I thought primer is kind of the most similar to skincare, he might have an idea, you know? So I messaged him and just said, hey, hope you're good, explained the video idea and said, as a skincare guru, would you do me the honours of picking me a primer to use? And he replied saying, hey, OMG, I'm scared. I'm 100% gonna take part. I'm really gonna try hard to pick something good. How about this? And he sent the Ordinary High Spreadability Fluid Primer. I'm quite glad that he recommended this one, because I was a little bit worried that he was going to pick me something that was like £100. This was £5.50. By the way, I will leave everyone involved linked down below and all their channels and where you can find them and stuff. Obviously, everyone in this video I would recommend you go subscribe to because I think that they're all pretty great. So this primer says is spreadability enhancing lightweight surface smoother and primer. I was about to put the dropper straight onto my face, but then I don't think that James would advise me to do that, so I'm gonna put it on my hands. Look at me being all sanitary. Ooh, it feels kind of weird. I don't even think you can actually see it at all. It literally just it kind of feels and looks like I've just put nothing on my face. It has that sort of silicone-y sort of feel that I'm not usually the biggest fan of, but it's quite a weird texture. Like, it feels really nice. It feels really smooth. It doesn't feel as heavy as those sort of silicone-y slippery primers that I don't usually like. My face feels really soft though, and it's pretty much fully mattified my face, which is probably a good thing. I actually quite like it. I think for £5.50 that's done a pretty nice job. It feels like it's just smoothed over everything. James Welsh, you did a pretty good job. So the next person that I decided to message was Freya Nightingale. So Freya is a Twitch streamer. She streams games over on Twitch. She also has a YouTube channel, but her skin always looks flawless. I think it's just because she's blessed with good skin, but I thought I would ask her what foundation she used because she always looks really glowy in her pictures. So I said, as your skin is always glowing, would you be able to pick me a foundation? And if you don't wear foundation, I'm very jealous because your skin is flawless. And she said, yeah, of course. I mean, I wear a CC cream, and I was like, that's fine. I wear CC creams too. So she recommended me the It Cosmetics CC cream. She said it's thicker than a lot of others, so it kind of works like a foundation. Used it for years. I'm excited to see how you can apply it. Maybe I can get some tips. £14 for this little sample. It's quite an expensive one. The big bottle was like £35, and I thought I didn't want to go like all in with that in case I didn't like it. I've tried this once years ago and I can't even remember what I thought of it, but back then my foundation preferences were a lot different and I actually really like CC creams now. So I went for the shade Light, and I have to say I have been testing this out over the past few days since it arrived. Actually really like it. I have been just rubbing it in with my fingers because I've been wearing it on days where I'm not really wearing much makeup. But today I'm going to try it with a brush because, I don't know, this video is a bit more professional. Look at the coverage though. It's got such good coverage. Also, I think it's a pretty good colour match for me. Freya, I've got to say, I'm really glad that you recommended me this. It's definitely a little bit more glowy than what I would normally go for, but I mean, Freya's skin always looks super glowy anyway. And this kind of gives me her skin. That sounded really creepy. So the next person that I decided to message was Bambino Becky. If you don't know Becky, she does comedy videos, lifestyle videos, drinking videos. That's kind of her brand. I love Becky's channel, think she's great, but I asked her to pick my concealer because her makeup always looks really nice. She said, yes, let me reply as soon as I'm in, but I'd love to do this. We'll choose wisely. A couple days went past. Honestly, I'm the same with everything in my life. I respond like, yeah, sure, and then completely forget about it for the rest of my life. Also, I just want to mention, Becky is Welsh. I'm actually a quarter Welsh, so maybe we are long lost family members. Girl, I'm so sorry for the slow reply. If it's not too late, Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. So I said, no, it's cool, it's not too late. Still waiting for replies from a few people, including your best mate KSI. Not holding out hope on that one. Oh, just stay tuned for the rest of this video. I got the shade 20, so she was definitely right in saying that it's cheap and bloody cheerful. And anything that is cheap and cheerful, I'm a big fan of, so thank you, Becky. Can't actually remember what I think of this concealer. Oh, what was that noise that just came out my mouth? You know what? It is nice. I feel like this concealer is a classic. Doesn't feel too heavy, does a decent job of covering up everything that I want to be covered up. Good choice, Becky. So next up, I thought I would drop a message to Chi with a C. Chi is a comedian, she is an actress, she does amazing character transformations and does these whole kind of recreations of popular TV shows. She's great. So I messaged her and said, would be honoured if you, being the queen of character transformations herself, could pick me a setting powder to use. And she said, OMG, I'd love to. Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I'm so glad that she said that because that's actually one of my favourite powders, so it's just really nice. Makes your skin look really smooth, so thank you, Chi, for recommending a great product. So next up for my eyebrows, I messaged Talia Mar. You guys probably know who Talia is. Talia used to do beauty videos. She now, again, streams over on Twitch. She does gaming. She also does have a YouTube channel, but she doesn't really do beauty anymore. But I mean, this one's kind of cheating because she used to do beauty. But I thought I would get Talia to pick my eyebrow products. So I messaged her and I called her a traitor for leaving the beauty community, as you do. And I said I would love if you could pick me a Benefit brow product to use. The brow part of this video is sponsored by Benefit, but you can literally pick me any of their products. And if you're not okay with that, no problem, just let me know. She said, I forgot the names, but the skinny pencil boy. Also, rest in peace, Talia Mar, the beauty guru. And I said, may she rest in peace. So as you guys know, I do have an ongoing contract with Benefit. This little brow portion of the video is sponsored, but the Precisely My Brow pencil is one of my favourite brow pencils of all time. So thank you, Talia, for picking me this one. It's just got the spoolie on one side where you can comb out your eyebrows. I mean, to be fair, I would normally use this with like a brow gel or something. Then I did only ask her to pick me one product, so. And then the other side is just a super skinny pencil, and I use the shade 3.5. I'm so glad she picked this little skinny one because I always draw in like fake hairs at the front of my eyebrows, and this is skinny enough to do that. Like, do you see the difference? Also, the reason I asked Talia to pick my brow products is because I've been to quite a few Benefit events with her, so I knew that she would know what she was talking about. Plus, her eyebrows always look amazing. I mean, her full face always looks amazing. I will leave the Benefit products link down below. So next up, I messaged Millie T, who is one of the latest members of the Wave House, if you guys have seen that all over the internet. Again, Millie's makeup always looks really good, so I thought I would get her to pick my bronzer. And she said, yeah, sure, I'm down. The one I always use is the Benefit Hoola bronzer, so I picked that one, the caramel one. I've never actually used Hoola caramel before because I think it might be a little bit too dark for me. So I have this palette that luckily does have Hoola caramel in it. This is the original Hoola that I normally use, but Hoola caramel, let's give it a go. It's a little bit more warm toned. Oh god. Oh no. Okay, yep, that is definitely too dark for me. Oh, bollocks. I mean, I definitely really went for it on my forehead, didn't I? Blend that out a bit. Okay, I think that looks a bit better. So I've kind of made it work, but I do think that the original Hoola suits my skin tone better. But if you are more tanned or have more medium skin, then Hoola Caramel will probably work really well for you. So next up, we have blush, and I messaged Demi Donnelly. If you don't know Demi, she does a lot of kind of fashion videos, challenge videos. She's also got a vlog channel where she's showing her home renovation stuff. And I messaged her saying, I'm wondering if you could pick me a blusher to use. Feel free to pick anything you like. She said, oh my god, yes, I only recently started using blusher and I love the Roxy X Revolution one. I'll send you a photo of the colours I use in the palette. So she sent me a little picture and she'd circled these two shades here. This one and this one, which I actually really like as well. I like Roxy's blush palette. I haven't used it in a while, but it's really nice. So I'm literally just mixing those shades together, tapping off the excess because it's really pigmented. For my highlighter, I messaged Kiera Bridget because, again, her makeup always looks really nice. She always looks really glowy. Her channel's kind of a mixture of different things. She does challenges, she does some, like, comedy videos, she does life hacks, she does, like, random shit. So I asked her to pick my highlight, and she replied, I don't even know what it's called. My fave is the weird putty one from Steeler, lol. It's fun to touch. Does that description help? And I was like, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I said, this one, right? And she said, oh, yes, I like her. It's not even that good. It just feels nice. I don't know. I mean, fair enough. Any makeup product that is kind of fun to play with and gimmicky and feels nice, I'm down. So I ordered the shade Kitten of the, oh, it's called the Steeler Heaven's Hue highlighter. Ooh, it looks quite nice actually. Kiera, what are you talking about? This looks really nice. What the hell? It looks really good. It's squishy. Wait, do I use a brush? I don't know if it's gonna pick up on a brush. Give it a try. Oh yeah, it picks up on the brush. Kiera, I don't know what you were talking about saying this isn't that good, because I think it's really nice. I actually really like it. I can definitely see myself using this a lot. Thank you, Kiera. I think I've just found a new favourite. So next we move on to eyeshadow. So for this video, I just thought, you know what? I'm gonna message KSI. I know that he's super busy with all his music stuff. He has no idea who I am, doesn't even follow me. Like, he's not gonna see my DM realistically. Like, it's not gonna happen. So I did actually DM him and was like, fat chance you'll see this, but I thought I'd give it a shot. He didn't reply, obviously. Like, I wasn't expecting him to, but I thought, you know what? I'll just give it a go. So I waited quite a few days and then I thought, okay, I'm gonna have to ask someone else to pick my eyeshadow palette. But just before I did that, I thought maybe he's more active on Twitter and might actually see it. Because like me personally, I don't really read my Instagram DMs if I'm not following the person back. So I tweeted saying, hi KSI, do you fancy picking me an eyeshadow palette to use in an upcoming video? And I was just checking my notifications the next day and I saw that he tweeted back saying, go on then. So then I messaged him and said, hey, thanks so much. So I'm filming this video, blah, 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 blah. If you could pick me a random eyeshadow palette to use, can just pick a random one from Google, that would be amazing. And he said, okay, would you want me to film it? And I was like, I mean, you can if you want, but everyone else has just sent it to me in a message because no one else recorded it. I said, up to you. I know you're super busy, so just whatever. And I wasn't really expecting this. You know what? I think I'll let the video speak for itself. Enjoy.
Hi, Soph. It's your boy KSI. So, you've hit me up to choose an eyeshadow palette for you. Obviously, I have absolutely no idea when it comes to eyeshadow palettes. So I thought I'd go on your channel to see what you like. So I did a bit of research and found out that you love Jeffree Star eyeshadow palettes. So I was thinking, what could I do? So then I went, maybe you could do the Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette. But then I was like, no, she's done this before. I've seen it on her channel. So I went, should I get her? Or should you pick the new one? The Mini Orgy eyeshadow palette. Mini Orgy, you know. But then I was like, oh, it's sold out. What can I do to really spice things up? And then I thought, let me click Claire's Finest. Glitter makeup set mint. Absolute bargain as well. It was £14. Now it's $8.40. This is what I want you. This is what I want you to use. Have fun, Soph. I can't wait to see what you come up with this. I can't wait to see what you do with this. Alright, enjoy. Oh God.
So I even said to James before he replied back, I was like, I really hope he doesn't pick something of Jeffree Star's, because I've decided quite a few months back that I'm not going to buy from Jeffree Star anymore. Completely personal decision, but the first palette that he mentioned, I was like, because I had actually just sold that palette. As soon as he mentioned Jeffree though, I was like, he's going to pick me the Orgy palette. I just knew it. So thank God it was out of stock. And I was actually quite pleased to see that he picked me something from Claire's. Although I went straight onto the Claire's website, ordered the palette. It says it's got 40 eyeshadows. It looked pretty decent. And then it arrived. And it's this big. How is a 40 shade eyeshadow palette the size of my hand? Oh, and also as well, it arrived broken. There was just this like big bit of plastic that had fallen off, so that's good. But here we go. This is the eyeshadow palette that I've got to use to do my eyeshadow. I mean, wow, just look at this wondrous piece of art. The eyeshadows are about half the size of my fingernail. Thank you, JJ, for picking me this wonderful palette. Let's see what I can do with it. I mean, you're getting two for the price of one, really, because there's also lip glosses in here. I can't even fit my finger in it. Oh, it's actually quite pigmented. I'm just gonna prime my eyelids to give me the best. Oh, the mirror. What the? I don't know how well you can see this. The mirror makes my face look about 10 times smaller than it actually is. I'm gonna prime my eyelids to give me the best chance. Get it ready for its new look. I think I'm gonna go for the shades that are the brightest to actually give me some sort of chance in creating a nice look. I'm going for this blue one. This nice bright blue down in the left corner. And I'm just gonna start by, oh. What the hell? Okay, what the hell? Why is this actually pigmented? You know what? I'm not actually kidding. That's actually pretty bloody pigmented. Can somebody please tell me why this blue eyeshadow from a Claire's children's eyeshadow palette is more pigmented than some of the blue eyeshadows that I own in my regular palettes? What is going on? What is going on? I think I'm just gonna keep packing on the blue. By the way, just to prove that I am actually using this palette, like, I did not expect this. I'm actually going to use the shade above it, which is this slightly lighter blue. Let's see if this one packs the same sort of punch. And I'm just using this to blend out the edges. It's gone a bit patchy on this side, but we'll keep going. Also, just realised that everyone else, I did a little introduction about their channel. Oh, I don't think KSI even needs an introduction. Like, if you're on YouTube and you haven't heard of KSI, like, are you okay? But you can also find him on Spotify. He's released some pretty good music recently. How has this been possible with the Claire's eyeshadow palette? I'm actually so confused. I'm going to do a cut crease, so I'm just taking a bit of my primer again. So I'm actually going to take this little brush, sponge from the eyeshadow palette. Let's go in with this purple. This is where it all goes wrong. Let's use the darker purple. Like, what the fuck? Why is it pigmented? I really thought he'd done me dirty with this, but okay, like, it's a little bit patchy up here, but it's not actually that bad. I'm just gonna keep using the little brush that came with it. And then on my inner corners, I'm gonna take this nice shimmery blue. Considering this was made for actual children, I mean, I didn't expect it to be this good. It's not the best look I've ever done, but it's also definitely not the worst. Claire's palette, you've actually done me all right. I might even come back to it for the lip gloss. Thank you, JJ. What can I say? So next up is eyeliner, and for this I messaged G. Why can I not speak? Messaged G. NELLY, who again is a Twitch streamer. Actually, G is going to really like this makeup look because she loves blue. She's got bright blue hair, and I noticed that she always wears winged liner. So I asked her to pick an eyeliner, and she said, OMG, I would love to, hope you're doing well. Okay, so I have two here. This is the main one that I use for my wings, and it is the NYX Epic Ink Liner, but I use this in my inner corners and also like an under eye liner, and it's the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliner in the shade Distortion, and she said it catches the light really pretty, so obviously I went out and bought that one. I used to absolutely love this liner, the NYX Epic Ink one, and I still have mine, but mine's kind of leaking all over the place. This eyeliner is such a cool colour. It's glitter, but it's kind of like blue, green and pink in one. It reflects like loads of different colours. So G, I see what you mean. It looks really nice. So I'm putting this in my inner corners like she said. Oh my god, that is so pretty. You know what? I'm also going to use this to line my cut crease, just to add a little bit of sparkle and spice up the kids' makeup. Don't mind that, there's just pigeons living in my roof. I actually think this whole makeup look is very sort of G's vibe. I feel like a fairy. How pretty though. We have got 3 YouTubers left. For my mascara, I actually messaged Byron. The only thing that made me think of Byron for lashes is because he'd recently done his own lash lift, like a DIY lash lift, and I know that Byron does not wear mascara and probably has no clue, but I thought I would ask him anyway. So I said, don't ask why I thought of you to pick me a mascara, maybe something to do with your wonderful DIY lash lift from a few months back. It'd be an honour if you could pick me a mascara to use, even if you have absolutely no idea. Feel free to Google one at random. And he said, quite offended that you saw my lash lift and still said non-beauty gurus. Let's say Roller Lash by Benefit, that's the only one I recognise on Google. If it's shit, I'm sorry. You know what, Byron, that's actually a pretty solid choice. I do like Roller Lash by Benefit. I haven't actually used this in ages. Actually, I think mine's kind of dried up. Nice. I do actually really like this mascara. Why did I stop using it? Oh, and if you don't know Byron, TBH Byron, he does a lot of sort of lifestyle sort of stuff. He does some vlogging. He does like Q&As, say it or shot it. He was actually the first one that did that video that went around the entire YouTube website. That was the you have to answer everything, like 10-minute assumptions video. You know what, before I do my lashes, I'm going to do my lips, just so that my mascara can dry. For my lips, I messaged Carys from Busybee Carys. She's also got a channel with her husband James. I love their couples channel where they just vlog their life. I love vlogs and that kind of like super chilled content. And Carys seems so lovely. She's just announced that she's pregnant, which I was like, oh my god. I'm so happy that she replied to me because she was probably so busy with, I don't know, being pregnant. And I asked her to pick my lip combo because I did notice that in some of her pictures she sometimes wears a bit of lipstick, and she said, oh, I love this idea, do I pick a lip liner too or just a lipstick? And I was like, sure, just any lip combo. And she said, okay, I'm going for the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude Lip Liner with Pillow Talk lipstick. She said most of the time I just use the Iconic lip liner and then fill it in with a bit of Pillow Talk liner or lipstick and then a tiny bit of liquid highlight in the middle of my lips to make it pop. She said on someone else that could go very wrong. I was like, you know what, Carys, good choice. That's also one of my favourite combos. Although I don't normally put liquid highlight on my lips, so we'll see how that goes. So I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude to just overline my lips, make them twice the size that they normally are. And then just filling it in with a little bit of Pillow Talk, which is such a nice lipstick. And then as Carys recommended, I'm taking a bit of liquid highlight and putting it on the centre of my lips, which I've never done before, I don't think. Let's just take a tiny bit on my finger. This is just the L'Oreal one, by the way. That actually looks really nice. It adds a shine and makes them look kind of plump, but without any gloss. And then the final YouTuber that I messaged, I'm gonna let you guys guess. She does true crime and her makeup always looks amazing, including her fake lashes. Gonna give you 5 seconds. Who do you think it is? Let me know down below. So obviously it was Eleanor Neale, the true crime queen herself. I love Eleanor's videos. She is the #1 reason why I have nightmares. Well, I mean, not her like herself. Her videos and the stories that she talks about are probably the #1 reason why I have nightmares, but I still keep watching them anyway. Right, so Eleanor's makeup always looks amazing. She did actually do makeup quite a long time ago on her channel. She doesn't really do it anymore. Would you be able to pick me a pair of lashes to use as yours always look 10 out of 10? And she said, hey, I hope I'm not too late for this because I'd love to be a part of it. I use the Sosu lashes in Vogue. You can get them on Beauty Bay or falseeyelashes.co.uk. So obviously I went ahead and bought them. These look pretty damn dramatic, but her lashes always do look very dramatic. So I think they were like £8, so they were still pretty affordable. They're kind of like faux mink lashes. They look really nice. They look like they're good quality. I have used Sosu lashes in the past, but not ones that are as big as this. You know what? I'm gonna go off camera and stick these on because it normally takes me about 15 minutes, so I'll be back with my lashes on. Okay then guys, this is the finished look. I wasn't expecting the look to come out like this. And Eleanor, these are some nice lashes. Okay, they're really big, but I actually really like them and they stuck on really easy. They feel really comfortable. Can you actually believe that this eye look was done with a Claire's Accessories palette? Like, what the hell? For the last step of this makeup, I'm I'm not dicking anyone. I'm dipping back into my Claire's palette. And let's just take a little bit of this shiny lip gloss. Oh, that's gross. And let's just add a little bit of this. Perfect. I'm actually quite impressed with everything. All of these non-beauty gurus have picked me something really nice. Even the Claire's palette was, I mean, it was decent for kids makeup. Maybe Claire's is onto something. Maybe JJ is onto something. I'm gonna answer a question of the day. If you guys have got any more questions for me, leave them down below with the hashtag question of the day. I just want to give a massive shout out to every single YouTuber that took part in this video. Thank you. It was definitely a fun one to film. I liked trying some new stuff. I really appreciate everyone taking time out of their day to actually reply to me, so thank you all. Today's question comes from Manuela Giglio. I'm really sorry I've just butchered your name. They have said, you are so beautiful, Soph. Love you and your videos. Thank you so much. Question of the day. Do you have any movie or TV show suggestions? Recently, I have binge watched Selling Sunset on Netflix. When I first started watching it, I watched the first episode and I was like, what is this shit? Like, why are people watching it? But then I got hooked into it and I really enjoyed it and I binge watched all 3 seasons in like a few days. Oh, and also I watched Des on ITV, which is like a crime, true crime type thing, and I already knew the full story because I'd watched Eleanor's video on it, but that was good. Those 2 are the things that I've watched recently. Right, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up. I just said enjoy it too many times. I'm tired. I'm gonna go edit this. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.